All right, what's up, guys? Sanch here, and welcome back to another episode of Bodybuilding News Today. In today's episode, I want to talk about a few competitors that are going to be competing in the 212 class at the 2020 Chicago Pro. Now, I have to ask something from you guys now that I have you here. Total, I have 5 competitors that I know that have announced that they're going to be competing at the Chicago Pro in the 212 class. And I'm going to specifically talk about 3 of them today. But what I'm asking from you guys is to comment below any athletes that you know personally that are competing in the 212 class at this upcoming Chicago Pro. But besides that, let's jump into the first competitor that I want to highlight. And potentially the number 1 placing guy that could win this whole show is going to be Keon Pearson, aka Keon_Prodigy on Instagram. And if you do not know who Keon Pearson is, he is a recently switched over classic physique top 5 competitor. Absolutely fantastic physique, very golden era-esque. Very nice lines, amazing vacuum, and absolutely huge arms to go with his package. And recently he's decided that he's going to be switching over to the 212. So it looks like he's put on some serious mass. He looks like an absolute monster, but still being able to maintain that very pretty physique. Looking at this photo on his Instagram here, doing his front most muscular and the side chest, just looks like an absolute monster. And he still has, from the time of him taking this picture, almost 3 full weeks to get ready for the show, to diet down, to really start depleting, because he still looks very full. And I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to be rewarded on a Chicago Pro stage, but we are going to have to find out exactly what the Chicago Pro judges are going to be looking forward to in terms of size versus conditioning in this upcoming show, obviously in Atlanta this year. And I can confidently say that Keon is definitely going to be placing in the top 3, being it his pro debut in the 212, and also probably one of the number 1 favorites going into the show to take it. I don't see a lot of competitors that are going to be challenging him for 1, the size, 2, conditioning, and 3, the overall flow of his physique. He does a great job of combining all 3 parts of that package, and I really do look forward to seeing what he can bring to the Chicago Pro stage. Next, we have Adam Young, aka Adam Young Bodybuilding, over on Instagram. And we've talked about Adam before. He did place fairly well at Tampa. I did like the package that he brought to both. The conditioning was pretty fair. I almost would say that I liked his Tampa Pro package slightly better. Just looking at some photos he has here on his Instagram, it looks like between the lighting or the tan, I'm not sure which, his Tampa Pro does look very eye-catching. But then if you start really looking into his New York pictures, you can start seeing a little bit more striations in the chest, but then somewhat fades away when you look at his midsection. And honestly, the only critique I could really give Adam is he does a very interesting form of the back double bicep. It almost looks like he doesn't open up. It looks like he doesn't drive the elbows forward. I know if you guys have watched my content before in the past, I do talk about how you drive the elbows up and forward when you do some of your poses. It helps accentuate the parts that you want to accentuate and mask or hide the parts that you don't want to show. If you're new to bodybuilding, bodybuilding is all about presenting your package in the best way to highlight your strengths and to hide your weaknesses. So that's just a very small critique that I would make for Adam. But overall, I really do like Adam's physique. He's very big. He seems to bring conditioning on almost every show he does, and I definitely look forward to him competing at the Cali Pro this year. I cannot see him outside of the top 5, respectfully, but I hope he surprises me and cracks into the top 3. And lastly, I want to talk about Kevin Johnson, aka One Man's Talent. Again, another repeat competitor. The last time we saw The last time we saw Kevin, from what I remember, is the Tampa Pro. I don't think he did the New York Pro. At least that's what it looks like on his Instagram. And it looks like, from what I can see on his Instagram, he looks like he brought an absolutely fantastic package. His lines are great. The posing is fantastic. I like on the side chest how he drives his chest upwards. He's not slouching. He kind of has a funny smirk, so it looks like he's having a fun time when he's up there on the stage. And I think that's important. A lot of competitors go into competing with a Dorian Yates-esque vibe where they're very serious and sad, and they just don't look like they're having a lot of fun. And Kevin Johnson is another guy that placed fairly well at Tampa. I definitely look forward to him improving in his placings. If he can crack into this top 5, I think that's going to be a big win for him. But again, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you guys can help me out and comment below any athletes, any competitors that you know that are competing in the 212 class at this year's Chicago Pro, I would appreciate it. I'll definitely make some more videos as we get closer to the Chicago Pro, so definitely make sure you guys stay tuned for those. And that'll pretty much do it, guys. I really appreciate you stopping in and watching the channel. I appreciate you guys watching the whole video. Definitely comment something funny in the description. Definitely comment something funny in the comment section if you guys made it this far. And as always, if you guys want to support me on a personal level, you can always go to my sponsor, goldeneranutrition.com, and use my sponsored athlete code, SANCH15, at checkout. And that'll do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.